I was riding home from my evening swim, and I came up over the rise and these moose were standing right here. I saw them earlier in the day and they darted off into the woods, but now they seem to be just standing here seeing what I'm going to do. It's a mother and two juveniles. As you can see, the mother is very protectively watching me now, but she doesn't seem to be too concerned. She gave a little warning grunt, and then she stood and faced me. They're maybe about 40 yards away, and my camp is just behind them, so I'm stuck standing here waiting until they move along before I can head into my camp. I'm gonna dart off to the side here and take a few steps closer and see what happens. Looks like they're still just standing there. And I hope I don't get attacked. We'll see what happens. And I've got some cover on either side, so if they move towards me, I can make a dart into the woods and give them the run around the tree. But I have a feeling that they'll move into the woods before they attack. And I'm going to stop a little bit so they know I'm not a threat. And this is amazing. They are on the alert. They're obviously being cautious about my presence, but they don't seem to care too much. And this is excellent. Let's see, I don't know if you can see it, but the moon's right up there as well. Just the first sliver of a crescent. I'm going to keep moving forward and see if they'll shy off. Because like I said, I would just leave them alone, but my camp is right on the other side of them, and I'd kind of like to call it an early night tonight. So we'll see how close they'll let me get. So we'll see if this gets posted, because I might have to drop my camera and book it. I'm getting pretty close. If I was that mama, I probably wouldn't let me get this close. Yeah, it's a shame my camera won't let me zoom in video. I'm going to pause for a second and take a still shot because this is awesome. Alright, I took a couple still shots. Looks like they're feeling very not threatened. The mother has gone back to browsing, and she's actually turned her back on me. So, she must feel that I'm not a threat. I'm still keeping my distance. I'm about 30 yards away. And if I very slowly move forward, I might be able to get a phenomenal shot. And I'm just taking some very slow steps. Oh, she's turned to look at me. I don't know if she liked that. Like I said, she's gone back to browsing. So doesn't seem overly concerned. She's moving a little further in. Yeah, I really wish I could zoom a little bit more. Get an up-close shot for you. But this is amazing nonetheless. Like I said, I saw this cow and her kids earlier today, a little further up that road right there. And I was looking around back behind my campsite. And I popped out onto the road and they were standing right there. Oh, looks like she's moving off. Alright, I'm going to stop the video now and make sure it's clear to pass. So I came around the corner. They did shy into the woods, and I was kind of wondering if they would pop back out on the other road, right around the corner. And that's exactly what they did. I had seen a trail coming out of there that looks pretty well traveled. I'm thinking it's along their browse route. But yeah, they had come out of the woods and they were standing right on the corner when I came around. I think we equally scared the piss out of each other. But she took off with her kids and ran into the woods behind my camp. And I've got a sneaky feeling she popped back out onto the woods, or popped back out onto the road further down where I saw them earlier. So I'm on my way back down there to get some still shots if I can. I'm going to see how quietly I can sneak up on them and see if I can get a couple really nice close-up still shots. But I'll take you with me a little bit here. Let's see, let me turn the camera around. But this great big tree right here is the one that you can see in the shot that I was shooting a little bit ago. And let's see if I can pick up a couple of the tracks. There have been a lot of loggers going down this road, so it's pretty hard packed right now. But yeah, so they were down around that corner, and where you saw them go into the woods was, I don't know, maybe another 60 yards down from the corner. There's this travel route right here, and that must have been where they just come out of, because they were standing right here on this spot. Let's see. But yeah, they came right out there, and they were standing right here on the road, and they took off into the woods that way when I came around the corner here and scared the hell out of all of us. I probably should have been going a little slower. I should have just walked my bike up. I've got my mountain bike out here with me, but that allowed me to move really quietly down the road. And I'm going to peek down the road here and see if they're standing right out here. Okay, I do not see them there. But they had been right down there. And they jumped into the woods, well, shied into the woods, and must have circled around and come out that little path there. And because the woods are kind of dark and it's getting a little late, I couldn't see them until I was right up on them. And I think the same went for them. But I got to right about here, and they were standing at just that point right there on the road. But I'm going to turn this off and be quiet and sneak up the road a little bit and see if I can't get some still shots.